Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Donald, your premier source for the latest updates from President Trump's second term. Today marks day 25, and we've got a lineup of stories that are making waves both nationally and internationally. From groundbreaking diplomatic moves to significant economic developments, we've got it all covered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Remember, we go live at 1,000 subs, and you won't want to miss it. Let's begin with a major development on the international stage. President Trump announced that he held a lengthy and highly productive phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders have agreed to commence negotiations aimed at establishing a ceasefire in Ukraine. This marks a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy, as previous administrations have maintained a more adversarial stance toward Russia. President Trump emphasized his commitment to ending the conflict and reducing further loss of life. However, this move has raised concerns among U.S. allies in Europe and officials in Kyiv who fear that the U.S. might concede too much to Russia in these negotiations. The administration has indicated that Ukraine may need to make significant concessions, including relinquishing claims to certain territories and forgoing NATO membership. Critics argue that such concessions could embolden Russian aggression and undermine Ukraine's sovereignty. The international community is closely monitoring these developments, with European officials expressing frustration over being sidelined in the negotiation process. Shifting our focus to diplomatic engagements closer to home, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Washington for a high-profile meeting with President Trump. The visit aims to bolster U.S. India relations, with discussions expected to cover a range of topics including trade, defense, and technology partnerships. Notably, Prime Minister Modi is bringing a gift to the talks, which includes promises to increase purchases of U.S. liquefied natural gas, combat vehicles, and jet engines. In return, India seeks U.S. support in addressing tariffs that have been imposed on Indian steel and aluminum, among other goods. The meeting underscores the strategic importance of the U.S.-India relationship, particularly in countering China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Observers are keen to see how these discussions will impact the economic and geopolitical landscape. On the domestic front, President Trump's administration has initiated a significant restructuring of the federal workforce. A buyout program offering 8 months of pay and benefits to federal employees who voluntarily resign has been rolled out. The program aims to reduce the size of the federal government and increase efficiency. As of now, approximately 75,000 federal workers have accepted the buyout offer. However, the program has faced legal challenges, with a federal judge temporarily blocking it in response to lawsuits from labor unions. Critics argue that the buyouts could lead to a loss of valuable institutional knowledge and negatively impact public services. The administration contends that the program is a necessary step towards streamlining government operations and reducing taxpayer burden. The outcome of this initiative could have long-lasting effects on the structure and function of the federal government. Turning to economic news, gold prices have reached unprecedented levels, with the precious metal trading at over $2,900 per ounce. This surge is attributed to a combination of factors, including market volatility, central bank purchases, and geopolitical uncertainties. Investors are flocking to gold as a safe haven asset amidst concerns over potential trade wars and inflation. The rising prices have had mixed effects globally. In India, for instance, the high cost of gold has dampened demand during the wedding season, leading to significant discounts by jewelers. Conversely, financial institutions with substantial gold reserves, such as J.P. Morgan and HSBC, are capitalizing on the price disparity between markets by transporting gold from London to New York to maximize profits. Analysts predict that if current trends continue, gold could soon surpass the $3,000 per ounce mark, further influencing investment strategies and economic policies worldwide. As we wrap up today's recap, we leave you with some pressing questions. Will the negotiations between President Trump and President Putin lead to a lasting peace in Ukraine, or could they result in concessions that compromise Ukrainian sovereignty? How will the strengthening of U.S.-India relations impact the global balance of power, especially concerning China? What are the potential long-term effects of the federal buyout program on government efficiency and public services? And with gold prices soaring, how should investors and policymakers navigate the economic uncertainties ahead? We want to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We go live at 1,000 subs, bringing you real-time updates and in-depth analysis on all things Trump. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Donald, where we keep it real, keep it bold, and keep you informed. See you next time.